Hi, it's Amanda. Welcome to my channel. Before I kick off, not at all related to this video, but I am not wearing under eye concealer today, which is usually a big thing for me because I have really, really dark circles under my eyes because I don't really get enough sleep. But I recently discovered that like probably 95% of my makeup has in parabens and pegs and a whole bunch of other things that I don't put in my hair, I don't put on my scalp, and I really do not want to be rubbing into the pores of my face. So I have to throw out like pretty much all of my makeup and get new ones. So right now I'm on the hunt for a clean makeup brand. So if you have a recommendation, let me know below. I have chosen a couple of things from Thrive Cosmetics, but even looking through those ingredient lists, I'm not perfectly happy with everything. I'm in a little bit of a transitional phase. I don't actually know what's in this lipstick, so I kind of just went with it. But I need to find lipstick as well, and I think Thrive has that. But anyway, this video. This is gonna be the last video in my What's in My Product Stash series. Last up is shampoos. I actually don't have that many shampoos. Anyway, so let's get started on what I have here. And again, I don't have that many. I have 19 shampoo pre-poos. There's only like 2 pre-poos here. That's not a big number. I think during my stylers, I think I had like 33 stylers, which actually isn't that much because the styling process is usually a 2-step process. As I've said in the past, it's very hard for me to judge a shampoo for the most part. Or if I can do so in the moment, I think it's probably gonna be harder for me to remember what I thought of a shampoo. So I'm gonna do my best. These videos are always kind of just stream of consciousness, picking them up and seeing what I remember about them, and just letting you know what's in my collection. No particular order. I'm just gonna show you what I have here. Here they are. First up, I don't know what's in here. I forgot the name of the shampoo that I was told this likely is. Every time I want to talk about it in a video, I've forgotten the name. But pretty much Mane Krush, I actually just finished reviewing this brand over 3 weeks very recently. And I believe the shampoo was in this bottle. I used this the first time as a leave-in because this is labeled as the Curls on the Rocks leave-in. And when I was putting it in, I was getting so much sudsing. And I was like, what's going on? I've had some sudsy leave-in conditioners, but never to the point where I suspected it was a shampoo. This is a shampoo. So I ended up using it in weeks 2 and 3 as a shampoo. It was fine. It's very clay-like. This is one of those really natural shampoos. It didn't have much of an impact on me. Again, this was a recent review, and even though it was a recent review, I don't totally remember what I thought. I think I'm just really annoyed about this whole situation. Take a look at my Mane Krush week 2 or week 3 review, or you can see my final thoughts on my Instagram where I give like a rundown of all of the products that I use. So I don't know what this is, but that was a disappointment. A lot of people do love Mane Krush though. Okay, next up, this is an old one. This is the Yemeni Essentials Nourishing Cowash. And when I say an old one, I mean that I probably reviewed this brand in maybe October, maybe November of 2020, and it is now August of 2021. I liked this co-wash. I don't use a lot of co-washes. It's relatively moisturizing. It allows you to detangle your hair, and it cleaned my scalp, and I judge that by, does my scalp itch during the week? If it doesn't, then we're all good. So I had no complaints about this. The bottles are a bit small. I know at least one person that did get this co-wash. She was kind of astonished by the size of them. I was actually sent these to review for free, so I didn't pay for them, but if I had paid the prices of these and got a bottle this small, I'd be a little annoyed. All in all though, it's a solid co-wash and I have no complaints. Again, take a look at my 3 weeks of reviews. I don't remember anything standing out particularly about this. It's a fine co-wash. And actually, I do also have this shampoo bar in the cinnamon scent. I used this, I think, just the last week because, yeah, it's a very strong smell. They sent it to me for the last review. I remember it being very sudsy very quickly, and it's relatively stripping. That's all I remember about it. Sorry, but again, take a look at that review. I don't remember particularly liking it, but I don't remember why. So I'm actually gonna take a look at that review also because I don't remember and I'm kind of curious as to what I thought about this. They do have like 14 scents though. So if you're a big scents person, it might be worth looking into. But again, I don't remember why I didn't like it. I think I just at that point wasn't really used to stripping shampoos. I think that's all it was, but it worked because it cleaned my hair. So I also don't particularly like very, very strong smells, and this does have a pretty strong smell. Next up is the Adwoa Beauty Baomint Moisturizing Shampoo. I don't remember this shampoo because I used it once on half of my head during my dual wash day series, which was my series that I did last summer where I pitted all of the products in my collection against each other. The winner advanced to the next week and competed against another collection. This was my last week against the Honey's Handmade Melba Kitchen collection, and I mixed up the products, so I never actually had a winner. I had planned to review Adwoa Beauty next, and then I kicked off my BOB 123 series, and now it's almost a year later, and I haven't used it again. But I don't remember the shampoo. Sorry. But again, you could take a look at that review if you are interested in my first impression thoughts. I'm thinking about reviewing this next in my BOB 123 series. Let me know in the comments section below if you would be interested in seeing that review. Next up, okay, I do remember something about this one. This is the Açaí Shampoo Bar. I think that's what it's called, by Renewed Queen Essentials. And I remember this one because I didn't, okay, so the first week I used this. It was back when I was still shampoo, rinse, deep conditioner, rinse, deep conditioner, reconditioner. The first week, I noticed that my scalp itched and hurt during the week. So I thought maybe it was because you don't want to leave this thing sitting on your hair. So in weeks 2 and 3, I applied and rinsed, applied and rinsed, applied and rinsed, and I was fine. You know, it's a fine shampoo. I don't remember it being stripping. It's relatively moisturizing, but don't leave it sitting on your scalp. Once I applied and rinsed, it was fine. You know, it did its thing. It cleaned my hair. It didn't strip my strands. You can't leave this sitting on your scalp, or at least I can't leave it sitting on my scalp, because that was one of the most uncomfortable weeks that I have had in terms of just scalp irritation, and it was no good. Great ingredients and all that, and I was very surprised that it couldn't just sit in my hair. What's the issue? I don't know. Next up, this is the Classy and Whipped Shampoo. Okay, so I reviewed this probably a few times. I reviewed this for the first time against Curls because they both have 3-in-1, 4-in-1 stylers. This brand has a 3-in-1 styler and the Curls is a 4-in-1 styler, so I wanted to put them against each other. And back then I was really surprised that I preferred the Classy Hair collection versus Curls, just because Curls was a much more well-known brand. I reviewed it against 2 other brands. I don't remember the second one, and on the third one it lost against Kriya Botanicals. But anyway, I think that Classy Hair is a very solid brand. I like the owner. She's very nice. She's very approachable. I have a good relationship with her. Her Classy and Whipped Pimp shampoo, I've been saying for the longest time since trying it for the first time, is my favorite shampoo. I don't need something to strip my hair because I don't usually have issues during the week. I feel like even a really gentle moisturizing shampoo does really well for my hair and my scalp. It doesn't leave me itching. It doesn't leave me with product buildup. So I will err on the side of saying that I actually really prefer a moisturizing shampoo. If I want to do some kind of clarifying or detoxifying, I'll use a clay wash, or I'll use a bentonite clay. I haven't really had any issues with that. So that being said, this is probably the most moisturizing detangling shampoo that I have used. I was thinking that the Botanicals super potent butter shampoo, I think that's what it's called, something like that. I thought that was going to be a close rival to this, but in the end, I think this is still great. I actually use this in Aiden's hair. Aiden's my 5-year-old son, and I haven't used it in Layla's yet, but because I use Beau Peep, just for reference. I use Beau Peep Luxuries on both their hair, but Aiden doesn't like the smell of the shampoo. Layla doesn't care, so I do substitute this in for his hair just because it's such a clean ingredient list. There are a few brands that I'm comfortable using in their hair, but this product, at least, because I haven't looked at the other products, I'm comfortable using, and I love this. I'm going to be reviewing Classy Hair in my BOB 123 series. I just haven't gotten to them yet. My BOB 123 series is where I review Black-owned brands, usually Black woman-owned brands, over 3 weeks, 3 wash day reviews, 3 styles, and I offer 3 company facts per video. And I've been doing that series, as I mentioned earlier, since September. Started off with Camille Rose, and then I went to Melanin Haircare. I think I'm on the 16th brand right now. Right now I'm reviewing Curls and Potions, and I just released my first wash day review earlier this week on Tuesday, so take a look at that video if you haven't done so already. This smells great. It still works really well, and I bought this probably over a year ago at this point. And moisturizing, cleans your hair. The Amla in here, I believe, is the cleansing agent, and it does such a good job of doing that because I don't have any problems with Aiden's hair. I didn't have any problems with my hair. I'm really looking forward to using it again. Again, I don't think I've used a whipped shampoo other than this one, but look at the consistency. It's incredibly thick, and it cleans your hair. Definitely recommend. This is the Kriya Botanicals Low Porosity Clarifying Shampoo Bar. I recently, probably 2 brands ago, reviewed Kriya Botanicals in my BOB 123 series. This is a clarifying shampoo bar. It's not softening. I do use this in Layla's hair now and Aiden's hair when they go swimming because it is clarifying. And I reached out to the company to confirm if I could use this in children's hair, and they said yes, although I do see that they have a Kriya Kids Instagram. I don't think they have Kriya Botanicals products yet for kids, but regardless, maybe they're working on it. But meanwhile, you could use this shampoo. I don't love it. I don't love it. It's fine. It's a bit too clarifying for me. And I actually did notice a little bit of irritation in weeks 2 and 3, which I would always attribute to the shampoo. Just maybe it wasn't doing a great job. I bought these products probably about a year ago as well. With a shampoo bar, I think it's assumed that it's gonna last over a year because who uses just one collection and these things? I mean, I've used this thing many times at this point. I probably still have like another 2 years of use on this. So I mean, it's fine. It's stripping, clarifying, but again, the little bit of scalp irritation. I think the products in general are really, really great. But in an ideal situation for me, I would swap out the shampoo for a different one just because of the weeks 2 and 3. Although I don't have a problem with Aiden and Layla's hair. So it could just be my hair, my scalp, my body chemistry doesn't really agree with this shampoo. But otherwise, the Kriya Botanicals products I think are fantastic. This is the Chocolate Kinks and Curls Bentonite Cocoa Creme, I don't know, clay wash. I don't remember. I reviewed this brand probably one of the first few videos on my channel. I did buy some more products to fill out an entire wash day, so I will be reviewing this in my BOV 123 series. I don't remember being wowed by this, but again, it was back when I was reviewing products and didn't really know my hair. I was like 1 month post Big Chop. If I was to go back and get my thoughts, I wouldn't necessarily trust them because I don't think I was really keen at product reviews back then. Next up is the Curls and Potions Chebe and Mint Collection Chebe Cleansing Wash by Curls and Potions. I haven't reviewed this yet. I know I mentioned that I'm reviewing Curls and Potions in my BOB 123 series right now, but I am actually doing the Max Hydration collection, which is a 3-step process, and then I'm using their one and done coil cream as my styler. I am probably going to use this in a week 4, along with the Chebe, there's a deep conditioner that I also am not using because I'm using the Max Hydration collection. So I'm probably gonna review those right after I finish reviewing the other products. So nothing to say on this one. Next up, and I should have talked about this when I was talking about Mane Essentials, this is just an ACV rinse. I had never used an ACV rinse before I used this, and I feel like I've used one more since then. Maybe I haven't, because I don't remember what brand it would have been. But this is a nice experience. I used this actually 1 week instead of a shampoo. It cleaned my hair. It was actually pretty softening and no complaints. It's pretty much just, it's aloe water, apple cider vinegar, and a bunch of oils together. It did a good job of cleaning my hair. There were no problems that week. So I would say it's a solid product. Next up, this is the Fenugreek and Henna Clarifying Hydration Shampoo. This is the step 1 of the Curls and Potions review that I'm doing right now. So I have used it once. I do prefer it when you have a spout. There's no spout here, so you have to pour it into your hand and, get it in there. This is very sudsy. It had a clarifying feeling after working it in for a minute or so, but I would say it's a relatively gentle shampoo. This is actually pretty funny to me because I just reviewed this product like less than a week ago and I don't totally remember what my thoughts are. I told you shampoos are gonna be different for me. Unless they leave some kind of lasting, bold impression, I don't remember them. And again, less than a week. I don't remember. Take a look at my Curls and Potions week 1 review. Let me just say one thing. I have been having a little bit of scalp irritation this week. I noticed it probably, let's see, I washed my hair. It's now Wednesday. I wash my hair on Thursdays now. So it's been a little bit less than a week. So I probably went 3 or 4 days, and on day 5 and day 6, a little bit of scalp irritation. So we'll see what happens in weeks 2 and 3. I don't like to discount products after using them just once because maybe I did something wrong. I don't know what I would have done wrong. Or maybe it was just like a fluke. So more to come on this, even based on my first review, because you have to also see how your hair holds up throughout the week. Next up, I mentioned this. This is the Beau Peep Luxuries Joy Gentle Moisturizing Shampoo infused with botanical extracts for cleaner and healthier curls. Beau Peep Luxuries is my favorite brand, still and probably forever, based on ingredients plus the way it makes my hair feel. I have not used this yet. I think I used one of the products from the Joy collection during a off-camera wash day. I think it might have been during my last Revitalizing and trim. I don't really remember, but I don't remember which product it was, so that's not really helpful to you. I love the shampoo for Aiden and Layla. It's detangling, and remember, they don't sleep on satin. Well, Layla sometimes sleeps on satin, but they get tangles. Their hair's matted. They're kids. They don't care. So this does a really great job of being able, it lets me comb Layla and Aiden's hair. Yes, they have silkier textured hair. Layla has partially silky textured hair. Her hair is like a wild mixed bag of stuff. But her hair gets really matted, and this does a fantastic job. It cleans their scalps. It's so gentle. It's made with the best ingredients that you will probably find in a shampoo. I'll put that there for a second. I spoke with Ashley, the person who makes the Beau Peep products, and I know that she put a lot of care and time and research into making kids products because she wanted to make sure that she was not putting anything dangerous in them, because she actually has a 5-year-old son as well. A lot of brands will say that they make kids products, but they're not actually doing the research, and there's things in there that you shouldn't be putting in kids' hair. I'm still pending research on that. I do really want to get an idea of what those things are that should or should not be in their hair. But I trust this brand. I trust Ashley. I trust this collection. I trust every product so far that Beau Peep has made. And I've had a good experience with it so far. One of these days, I may or may not use it in my hair. This collection, by the way, it's for children and for people with sensitive scalps. Let's keep this Beau Peep train going. Next, and I mentioned in a recent video that I wanted to use the Awakening shampoo, but I didn't have any left. I did have some left. It looks like this, I suspect, because I keep my Beau Peep Luxuries some of my Beau Peep Luxuries product in the fridge, and my fridge stopped working a few weeks ago, but I don't want to keep them in a different fridge, so they've just kind of been sitting in a warm fridge, which is really bad. So I think because of that, the floor just started vibrating. I think because of that, it's like doing this weird thing. I mean, whatever. But anyway, this is the Awakening shampoo. First time I used this product, I was so confused because it gave me a weird experience. It people have questioned what I mean by this so much, although some people know what I'm talking about. It formed some kind of like barrier. That's what it felt like on my scalp, where it just it was like a barrier of armor, or like some kind of layer of armor, where it just strengthened my scalp. And again, I don't know if that's actually a thing. How do you strengthen a scalp? But I guess it desensitized it. You're not supposed to scratch your scalp with your nails. You're supposed to do it with the pads of your fingers. So sometimes I'll accidentally go and scratch my scalp with my nails, and it hurts. I noticed that I did it that week and it didn't hurt. And my scalp just felt so strong and healthy and just up for anything for a good 2.5 weeks after using it. It was softening. I was worried about it really stripping my hair and making it feel really stripped, but it didn't. It actually was relatively softening. And the reason I thought that is because Ashley had told me, because she sent me these products for review as well, that this is the shampoo that is going to reset your hair to 0, and not the 0 that other brands or products say they're going to set it to, actual 0. That's why it's great to follow up with her products afterwards, because they're so healthy and nourishing. Putting that into your hair after you've reset it to 0, it's just it's a good thing to do every once in a while. While it did that, it didn't strip my hair or make it feel like it had nothing in, like it has stripped all of the oils or whatever it was. So somehow it was able to reset my hair while not giving it that rubbery feeling. And I don't know, I love this shampoo. I really do. It's watery, so no surprises there. Beau Peep's pretty great. Next up, this is not a shampoo, and I'll be quick, but I have it here because I use it as a pre-poo. Since I only have 2 pre-poos, I figured I'd throw them into this video because I'm not doing a separate video on that. This is, of course, the Melanin Haircare Multi-Use Leave-In, the Multi-Use Softening Leave-In Conditioner. Damn, I thought I was gonna get it. I used this actually recently when I was reviewing Flavor of Amaya, because it's just a butter and an oil that I used from her, so I needed a shampoo and a conditioner, and a leave-in conditioner and a deep conditioner, whatever. So I used this as my deep conditioner. I left it in as my leave-in, but normally I use this as a pre-poo, and I actually love it equally as both. It's a really softening pre-poo, although the Camellia Conditioning Mask from Earthborn Organics, I do prefer to that. But this, look at how much is in here. It's great value, although Earthborn Organics, and I did discover this when I was reviewing the products, they do have a larger tubs of their stuff, but I just haven't gotten it. And I have this, so I really like this as a pre-poo. It is nourishing, and actually, maybe she said it in the video, I don't think it's in the instructions. You can actually put this on your scalp, so it's good for your scalp too, and it is detangling, and it's a great pre-poo. I really recommend it. It's a great leave-in, and it's a great deep conditioner. Next up, and I will tell you right now, I don't remember. This is the Honey's Handmade Pea and Spirulina Low Poo Conditioning Cowash Cleanser. It looks like this because I got this around the beginning of the pandemic, back when I was dumping everything that came in the mail into a bath of Clorox and disinfectant and whatever. So I had this sitting in disinfectant for 3 days, and that's why it looks like this. I vaguely remember it being softening. I don't even know why I'm mentioning some of these things if I don't remember anything about them, but I'm sure I have a video on this, so I feel awkward even telling people to go back and watch my videos from a year ago because they're so fresh, so raw, so green. But if you want to know my thoughts back then let me know. I don't have any motivation to try this out again. It's annoying because I have like that much left, but I don't feel like using it. I also feel like it's been too long and I probably should throw it out, but I'm not the person that throws things out. Next up, not much to say because I haven't used it yet. This is the Amla Cherry Shampoo from Garden of Bloom. I do have a whole collection that I will be using. This collection is from Ellen Bloom on YouTube, and she sent me her products a few months ago, but yeah, I haven't had a chance to use them yet. So I will get to this, but right now, don't have anything to say. Next up is the Melanin African Black Soap Reviving Shampoo. I actually used this again with my Flavor of my wash day review, and it was pretty stripping. The first time I reviewed this, which was back when it first came out, it was not at all stripping for me, despite the fact that seemingly everyone else who tried them out said it was really stripping. It was not. It was very softening, and I thought maybe it was just because I used the right amount, because I had heard in the comments section on that video that they thought that a lot of people that thought it was stripping were just using way too much of it. You don't need to use that much. I didn't use that much this time around, but it was stripping and drying when I put it in my hair, when I worked it through my strands and on my scalp, and then when I rinsed it. So, you know, it was fine. When I put in the leave-in conditioner, it did something to the deep conditioner to leave-in. It did something to restore it. That being said though, I had like the most moisturized hair over 7 days after that wash day. But honestly, I feel like it was the Flavor of my apple and flaxseed butter and her oil, the peppermint and tea tree growth oil. I think it was the two of those that kind of did that, because when I went to go start styling my hair didn't feel particularly moisturized. I don't know. So for over 3 weeks, this was not stripping. It was fine. Every time I've used it, it's cleaned my hair. It's just that this time around, it did strip my hair and leaving it feeling very dry. This is the Chebe shampoo. Chebe USA is one of my new favorite brands. It's probably number 2 or number 3 in my ranking. I have used this twice, and generally, I think this is actually a really great shampoo. It is stripping, but it's also softening on your strands. It's a pleasant experience when something is stripping, but it also is softening. Like, it made my hair strands feel soft, and as soon as you start rinsing it out, it was just soft. You didn't feel that strip anymore. I would definitely actually really recommend this, and so far I would recommend all of the products that I have used from Chebe USA. I think the fermented rice water collection that I reviewed recently, after reviewing like probably a month earlier, just other products like their Ambunu collection, I prefer the fermented rice water, but I think all of the products are really great. Speaking of, another pre-poo. This is the Chebe USA Chebe Kids Pre-Poo Detangling Ghee with Tallow and Ostrich Oil. I was going to use this on Aiden and Layla's hair, but I like it too much, so they can't have it. Plus, I don't think they need it. This is a very thick pre-poo, and I don't think their hair texture requires something so strong and present. I mentioned this in a recent video, and I want to find it because I want to isolate it as just like my current thoughts on this product. The first time I used it, it was weird. It has the consistency and the smell of tallow, I think. I've never bought tallow, I've never used tallow, but I've seen it. And yeah, it was just like putting tallow on your hair. And I was used to otherwise using the Camellia Conditioning Mask or the Melanin Haircare Multi-Use Softening Leave-In Conditioner as a pre-poo, and those are very different feels. The way that I pre-poo, I don't really detangle anymore. I kind of just apply a product to my hair. So I was like applying this like tallow, this like thick butter to my hair, and it was kind of like chunking. While I was using it, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. It's just like, it's a very different experience, but I've probably been using it for 5 or 6 weeks at this point. And when I go to rinse out my hair feels better than it ever has rinsing out a pre-poo. So for that reason, I think it's really great. It does allow me to detangle as I am rinsing it out. That's what I use pre-poos for. I like to put them in, just get them there, and then I go work out to generate some kind of natural steam with a sour cap on. And then I detangle as I'm rinsing it out, and I love this pre-poo. The fact that it's for kids, it just means that the ingredients are safe for kids. There's no reason that an adult can't use it, or shouldn't use it, or that they're missing something. The only problem that I see, not problem, but the only gap when you're using kids collections is that the collections don't usually include a deep conditioner. That's, in my experience, the only setback, so just use your own deep conditioner. But normally, kids products just are probably better for just sensitive scalp. If you have a sensitive scalp, first of all, I'd recommend using the Beau Peep Luxuries Joy Collection. But if for some reason you don't want to do that, look to kids products. Or use my product finder on UptightCurls.com, or UptightCurlsByAmanda.com is the direct link to my product finder. And look for ingredients that you know are really good for your hair or that you want to avoid. If there are any ingredients you want me to add to my product finder, by the way, please do let me know. Either in the comments, you can DM me on Instagram at UptightCurls_by by_Amanda, or you can email me at amanda@uptightcurls.com. Last up, this will be quick because I have never used it. This is the Sorenzo Beauty Amla and Brahmi Clay Wash. I will be reviewing Sorenzo Beauty in my BOB123 series. Again, that is coming up in queue, but who knows when. That brings me to the end of this video and this series. Please do let me know in the comments section, what else would you like to see from me? Because I've been relying on this series to keep things going for my second videos per week. I do a wash day video on Tuesdays and I do an other video on Saturday. I've done a lot of videos at this point. I probably have close to 200 videos. I could probably use a refresh on some of them. What do you think are some good videos people are doing these days? Because I need some ideas. I've somehow been able to come up with ideas for like a year and a half at this point, like consistently, so much that I've been able to put out content every week. But the well's gonna run dry at some point. Let me know your thoughts on any of the shampoos that you have used below. And if there's anything that you would like me to focus on when I am reviewing shampoos. Obviously, I'm gonna have my opinions, I'm gonna have my initial thoughts and all of that. But based on my reviews of the products that I talked about today, I have a sneaking suspicion this wasn't helpful. So if it wasn't, I would love to know from you. What should I be focusing on when I am reviewing a shampoo? So my next product stash review can be a little bit more helpful to you. I think I did a great job on my stylers and my leave-in conditioners and my deep conditioners. Shampoos. Thanks for watching. If you like my content and haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. Like, comment, and share, and I will talk to you in my next one. Thanks, and have a good one.